here. So we've been here 6 months, so I thought I would do a homestead tour for you so you can see what we've done and what it looks like right now. So let me flip the camera and get going. Okay, down here, this is the entrance driveway. We cut this driveway by hand using a lawnmower. It's about 350 meters of it. You can see our water tanks are down there. Just usual old bush veld. We've cut some grass away from the fence line so that the daycare can walk close by the fence as well. Let's just zoom out here. So you can see it's quite a wide area here where we've cut away from the fence just to make it feel less claustrophobic. And then, like I said, to let the daycare stroll around. And then in the distance over there, there's where we've got the workshop compound and Dickie's house and whatnot and storage. Okay, main entrance. Okay, so we haven't done anything on this side yet. It's all just still cut grass with one of the swales that's in. So we are thinking chickens in this sort of corner here. Food forest swale, planting in between, vegetable sort of planting beds in between. This side will probably be more ornamental, but everywhere along the way it will be edibles plus just normal perennials and annuals and stuff like that in between, so we can develop that diversity, permaculture-y, food foresty type of vibe. Okay, this area over here, so this is where we've got our main compost piles and whatnot that we shipped in. We've got compost, lawn dressing, topsoil, chicken manure, the grass that we cut, wood chips, all kinds of good things that we will then mix together to make lovely new soil for our beds, because the soil here is like horrible. So we would just make new soil then. So all of this here we've been using constantly, and I might have to get a new load soon because it goes fast. Some of our construction material that we got. This is to do the pantry and to do the off-dock in front of the house on the west side, because that sun sets in the west and directly into the house every single day. And I'm not going to get the trees up in time to survive all the next 6 summers with that heat. So we'll just put up an off-dock, it's easier. Hello. We made a new road here going towards the compounds and whatnot, and we scraped it so it's nice and easy for the golf cart to drive on. It's not so easy to drive on here with the car though, it's a little bit narrow, so we might have to make this road a bit wider for that. But I mean, this is primarily for the golf cart because we drive up and down to the workshop pretty much 50 times a day, so that's usually just for that. And then this side of it is the pond system for the grey water. So it's ponds 2, 3 and 4. This swale is working very well. Love this one, it always fills up very nicely. And I've got a sweet potato in here that's going pretty crazy, which is awesome. So this one we'll plant up like when Dickie gets back today. So then this week we will carry on with the gardening. So as you can see, it's very bushy right now, because if you just blink the grass grows. So we have to cut the grass again, but at least it's lovely and green. Just the back of the house. it's got all construction material, what have you, lying against it, so it doesn't look great, but I mean, there's nothing we can do about that right now. We are still in construction mode, so it's not easy to take sort of pretty pictures yet because there's just stuff flying everywhere. So once we've finished a bit more, it'll start to look a little bit sexier. So in the meantime, it is what it is. And over here we have the washing line area. You can see the pigs swinging around here. So this is where we come and hang up all the laundry. Here is our outdoor shower, which has been an absolute heaven sent since Buffy put it in July, beginning of August. So we'll definitely be keeping our outdoor shower once the indoor shower is in. We'll just tidy it up a bit and make it a bit sexier and whatnot. But this is great, it's great in summer. Showering outside with the sun and the roof on your head, it's lacquer. Not so lacquer when it's raining and not so lacquer when it's windy or when it's winter, but that's not all the time. And then there's something really interesting going on with these leaves. It's like leaves coming out of leaves. Check this weirdness. How odd. It's one of our mess areas. We've got a couple of them, which is par for the course when you are building and living at the same time. So it's just really, this is all the tools and stuff like that Buffy needs every day to be able to build. So it's just covered up with some plastic to protect it from the rain for now. And then we're back to the side of the house again. This is the hayseed, and we've got the cladding now to cover it, so we'll be able to get rid of the silver stuff very soon. I can't wait. It's driving me nuts. But then inside the hayseed, which is now a really awesome storage thing, so this is where our solar goodie is. And we've just got some random bookshelves that we just stuck up on here because what we were going to do in here versus what we're going to do next is not the same thing. So we're not going to be putting the water filter system in here. We're not going to be putting the tumble dryer in here anymore. We don't use it at all. In actual fact, with the sun and the wind is perfectly sufficient. So we're going to pull all this stuff out and redesign the whole thing to have proper shelving to pack in a lot more stuff. So in the meantime, it's just a great place to put all the cleaning materials. Here's our cool lightning conductor, 18 meters. And my latest little bed. So it's in a little horseshoe shape to catch the water that comes wishing down the path here. That's not caught by the swales at the back there. This is where birds and bees get their water from. The birds go and have a little goof up there, and the bees totally own that area. It's 100% theirs. And then here is where we have lots of outdoor dinners and lunches and that type of thing. It's delightful to sit here under the tree in summer, and we've got some lovely tree lights to sit, so it's lovely soft ambient lighting. And then we just sit and watch the sunset and experience a lovely cool breeze, and it's absolutely lovely to sit and eat outside. So we made a new path up here. It used to just be a long straight stripe going through the entire diagonal of the farm. So I'm trying to get rid of that completely because I don't like all these straight lines. So we made a lovely windy path up to the pedestrian gate, and through that gate is where the bees are. And then we've got some swales coming off them. So here's one here. This one sort of fills up. The two up here, this one does, this one doesn't. So these are the ones where I'm going to be humming and hawing about whether I'm going to keep them or not. You can see them there. And you can see one here. But now you can see now where we've got the poles in there from where the temporary gazebo is. We haven't decided how the entertainment area is going to look yet. So these swales might actually just be in the way. So I might actually fill a couple of them in or make them a bit shorter. We'll still see. So we put this gazebo frame up with the sails and whatnot because we were expecting so many people here, and then it got massively rained out. and then the wind just blew it down. So now we just got to take the poles out. Just waiting for Dickie to get back so he can help Buffy, because it's quite a mission to get them out again. This is where we keep some of the wood kindling and stuff for the fire. So this was the planter box that Buffy made me in Midrand that was full of plants, but it turned out to be an awesome brow box actually. So it's got all the grill stuck on it now, and a cool little space over here on the side for, firelighters and all that type of stuff, and a pile of starters in there, so it works like a charm. And then here's our fireplace 2.0, or at this point I think we're on like 4.0. It's like a big keyhole braai. The only thing we're going to do really is take this corner and move it to that side, because what we found is when we're sitting here, or when we're sitting around here and Buffy's braaiing here, then we tend to all kind of like face in, and then we're just facing the house the whole time, which is fine. But the point is that we want to be able to see the bush and to see out the whole time. We've got this gorgeous 360-degree view of the bush, so we don't want to have to look into a house the whole way. So then, to prevent that happening, then we'll just put the keyhole in that side so we can look out there. And then, we're going to be putting in a pond just around there, like a big 80 square meter pond, so we can attract some more wildlife, because there's lots of free roaming game in the area. We've got daycare and whatever on the farm, so we're hoping that some more of them will arrive once the pond is in. Nothing much more going on around here. It's just the entrance to the house again. So this little pool is the pool that we bought to keep cool in summer. We got it at Krachtdag, which we only used 3 times the whole summer so far. So then we used it to store all of the water plants, which is working like a charm, but it's working even more like a charm for poor old Coconut, who loves it. So Coco's in here pretty much every single day. But it's working really nice for these water plants. They are very, very happy. And then all the nurseries that I hit, and all the plants that people have brought and whatnot, so they're all here in these long rows here and here. I've got to get all these plants in the ground. So I'm waiting for Mr. Dickie to get back from leave to help me, because I've been a bit weak this last week. But he's on his way home. So yeah, just a little benchy. I love to sit here in the mornings or in the afternoons. I just like to sit there full stop and just contemplate life. Then I come and sit out here, and then then I can see the tree, and the birds flitter all around in here, and I can see out there and whatnot. So it's lekker. I dig sitting out here. Okay, front of the house again, and our lovely big tree, which is breaking that 4-meter expanse up there. We'll still get an afdak up there one day, so it's not going to always look like that. Outdoor washing area with hot water. So this is the bench that Peter John made us, which we are putting to very good use still. So we don't have indoor plumbing yet, because we're still getting there, so we're still doing everything outside, but it's working totally fun. Our gorgeous kitchen window that we are just totally in love with. It's the best money we spent by far. And having a carpet outside the door totally helps with dust and muddy feet. So if you've got an old piece of carpet that you don't know what to do with, it's a great way to use it. Our tiny house has got walls and a ceiling now. So it's starting to look like a home. Buffy's busy trying to fix the internet for the workshop, which is giving us uphill still. Here's our little kitchen. That's looking so cozy and cute. So we want to do a concept always of like having all of these jars and whatnot, so I don't like all these women, city and advertising labels and things like that. I find it very garish. So I want to avoid that as far as possible and just do jars and generic-y things, and then just put the labels on the lids. You can see we started patching the ceilings now, so we can get to painting it soon. Our very hot west wall that we need to get the afdak up to protect us from. Mr. Roger, you're on video.
Hello.
Do you have anything to say after 6 months of living in the farm with me?
Sure. I have a lot to say, but I'm a bit surprised now.
Okay, I'm going to go down the bathroom and you can think of something profound to say.
I'm very busy now. Wait now. Wait.
He's very busy now. Wait now. Check his cool hat, which has been farmified. Bedroom is still the same, except we just got the ceilings in now. And then same thing here in the bathroom. Also got ceilings in, and that's where the trapdoor is going to be. So it's kind of ready to rumble. Hey Coco. Hey Coco. Hey coconuts. Come on. Okay. Here's our cool aircon thing, which has been an absolute heaven sent when it has been hot. We haven't used it in about 2 weeks, but yeah, it works like a charm. Okay, and then here is the other little bed, which was looking lovely and bushy, and then the locusts pulled in because I put in a whole bunch of flowers in here. I think I put like 12 trays of gazanias in, and within, I don't know, 4 days they were all gone. The locusts moved in here and ate all of them, which amused me no end, of course. Just some more plants that I need to get in the ground. This baby is doing very, very well. It's extremely happy, which makes me very happy because he came a long way. And my lovely little elephant that I've had for 30 years and shared with my mom for 30 years, his ear fell off. So the ear is now holding up a gem squash so that it doesn't get rotted in the rain. And I love my garden bird. I think he's awesome. He's so cool. And in here I've got, this is a chili in here, and I've got a pawpaw in here, and a rosemary. And then same with that little bed that I showed you there, that's mostly a herb bed as well. There's wheatgrass and lavender and rosemary and garlic and all of that type of goodies in there. So lots of companion planting and different types of things. These are the plants that I brought from Midrand. So this is one of our other mess areas still. Haven't quite decided what we're going to do under here yet. I've got a couple of options, but in the meantime it's just the garden mess storage area. It's unavoidable right now because we don't have any outdoor structures yet to, house all of this gardeny type of goodies. So we'll still get one of those, or a couple of those actually. A garden shed and an afdak and all of that type of stuff to keep all of these things out of the rain. But in the meantime, there's nothing we can do about it, so we just have to live with it. The buckets for the composting toilets are here. And that's the sawdust for the composting toilet. And luckily, we found a local dude who's got a whole pile on the side of the road that he says we can just have, so we just got to go and fetch it. And our lekker faaljapie, who cuts our grass so super efficiently. We would be dead without this little oak. So he was giving us a bit of issues a couple of days ago, so hopefully, Buffy can sort that out, because we use them regularly. And then this is just the back pile of the back side of the composting messy area. Yeah, so then what we'll do is that at the back side here, we'll put up like a workshop-y, garden workshop sort of setup area, and just a afdak to put the cars and the faaljapie and whatnot in, and all of these garden tools to give me like a garden space to work, because I don't have any of that at this point in time. That's still got to get sorted out. And here's the pile of wood that we got for the silly season. That's when I'm not busy pulling pieces of wood out of here to make garden beds with. So all wood that goes into the fire has got to come past me first to make sure it's not a cool garden piece. And then just back to the braai area. I'll just go up here. So there hasn't been much happening up here yet, baby steps. This swale is really not doing a thing, so I might just fill this one in. I don't know, I'll think about it. But the pond is going out here, so maybe it'll overflow and then flow into here. I'll just have to see when that kind of starts how that's going to pan out. And then yeah, that's just what the backyard looks like. It all lights up at night because I've got fairy lights everywhere. But it's just green. There's nothing much happening yet. Still lots of garden bed planning to do, and layouts and marking off and whatnot, and then getting stuff in the ground. But I'm going to ramp that up fast this week now. And there wasn't too much time to do that over Christmas and New Year. It was just far too busy up to this point. So we've still got 2 more weeks of leave, so there's still time to do stuff. And that's that. Homestead Tour 101 or 107 at this point in time. How many have we done of these now? And yeah, looking forward to seeing what we're going to do with it next. Lots to do, but we are very amped. We love it. It is fabulous living out here. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. I can highly recommend it to everybody.